The following is a fresh word movie review of the hit film Non-Stop. An air marshal springs into action during a transatlantic flight after receiving a series of text messages that put his fellow passengers at risk unless the airline transfers $150 million into an offshore account. Our artistic review. This movie was alright. The hero and heroine were believable. It's an old plot, Passenger 57, executive decision, but they had new twists with the technology. You weren't sure how this was going to end, which is good. There were no Oscar performances here, however, there were no duds either. To use a golfing analogy, they played for par. People keep saying that this is Taken 3, including my wife, but I disagree. This is a totally different character. Sometimes it looks similar during the fight scenes because, frankly, they have to shoot fight sequences a certain way for older actors. We've seen these shortcuts before with Denzel and/or Sean Connery. Older man disables younger fighters with his thumb to the throat. That's not Taken 3. That's a director shooting around a 61-year-old action star. The greatest weakness of this movie are the bad guys. When you finally find out about their motives, it is extremely disappointing and rushed. My artistic rating. My artistic rating is matinee, which means it's worth matinee money. Our spiritual review. This movie was largely spiritually vacuous. However, after much reflection, I thought of something spiritual. The hero of the story had previously lost a child. That loss had turned him into an empty shell of a man. The tribulation of this hijacking shakes him back into life and love. This is true. I have seen this. God often resuscitates his children through even more shocking and even dangerous events. Consider this God's form of CPR. My spiritual rating is blank slate grade, which means this is tabula rasa. This is not bad. It's not good. Doesn't necessarily have a Christian worldview, but it's not against Christ either. We have a new segment today, though. This blog is the work of my wife and I. I do the writing, and she is the techie. You don't hear her voice because we agree 90 to 98% of the time. She disagreed with me regarding this movie. So for that reason, for the first time ever, and maybe for the last time, this is Kim's Corner.
Artistic review. This movie was a disappointment artistically. For a movie that places an emphasis on technology, the actual demonstration of technology was quite pitiful. As an example, a computer hacker has a slider phone? Come on now, really? The plot was similar to Passenger 57 and Air Force One. However, I remember in Passenger 57 the Wesley Snipes tagline, "Always bet on black." In Air Force One, I remember Harrison Ford's tagline also, "Get off my plane." In Non-Stop, I don't and won't remember the tagline or anything else. My rating, HBO or Netflix. It was an alright movie. It really should have went straight to DVD, and it might have been a blockbuster. It would be a perfect movie for a night on the couch with your family. However, it did not cut it for a date night with my husband. Spiritual review. I do agree with my husband regarding the spiritual aspect of the movie. For the characters in the movie, the event of the plane hijacking was similar to an external defibrillator. It makes you see that no matter how bad things are in life, the living is worth fighting for. My spiritual rating, the blank slate grade also.